When we hear about Messner, we remember that he is a strong mountaineer, the first person to summit all 8,000ers, who completed the feat without the aid of supplementary oxygen. But to get to these levels, he had to face tragic situations, like this on NANGA PARBAT, in 1970. Reinhold Messner is known for first to climb all 8,000ers. He climbed also the 7 summits in the world. Reinhold Messner was the first man to climb all 48,000ers in the world, and without supplementary oxygen. His climbs were also amongst the first 20 ascents for each mountain individually. In the 1970, he climbed the NANGA PARBAT, the first ascent of the unclimbed Rupal face and the first traverse of the mountain by descending along the unexplored Diamir face with his brother Gunther, that we will see later. In the 1972, he climbed the Manaslu, the first ascent of the unclimbed southwest face. In the 1978 is the Mount Everest, first ascent of Everest without supplementary oxygen. In the 1979 is the K2. 1981 Shijapangma. 1982 Kanjenyunga. 1982 Gajebrunchu. 1982 the Broad Peak. In the 1986, Messner becomes the first person to climb 3 8,000ers in one season. In the 1983, Chooyu. And in 1984, the Gajerbrun 1, with the first traverse of 2 8,000ers, all archived at one time, without returning to base camp. In the 1985, Dhaulagiri. Ever in the 1985, Annapurna, the first ascent of unclimbing northwest face. The 1986 is the Makalu. And ever in the 1986, the Lodz. In this year, Messner becomes the first person in climbing history who successfully achieved all 8,000ers. Gunther Messner was an Italian mountaineer from South Tyrol and the younger brother of Reinhold Messner. Gunther climbed some of the most difficult roads in the Alps during the 1960s and joined the NANGA PARBAT expedition in 1970. On 26 June 1970, Reinhold, his brother Gunther and Gerard Bau were at the campfire watching for a signal rocker from the base camp. Gunther and Reinhold reached the summit together late in the afternoon, when Gunther started showing signs of exhaustion. What happened next was a matter of controversy for many years. The two brothers stayed near the summit overnight in an emergency bivouac. Reinhold stated that Gunther worried that reversing down the sheer rupal face would be dangerous. Gunther suggested a descent via the gentler Diamir face, and so they did for a new days. The third day without shelter or water, Gunther was exhausted. Gunther was disappeared at the bottom of the Diamir face, most likely killed by an ice avalanche during the descent. Reinhold continued down along the Diamir Valley until he found some local shepherds who helped him. "35 years later, 3 local Pakistani guides found the remains of a climber at an altitude of 4,300 meters, above the Diamir base camp, near where Reinhold had believed Gunther was lost. On 21 October 2005, scientists at the University of Innsbruck completed a DNA analysis of tissue samples from the remains and confirmed that the remains were that of Gunther. On 8 September 2005, the remains were burned at the base of the Nanga Parbat on a pyre in Tibetan tradition. Today, Nanga Parbat is no longer considered a killer mountain, even by Reinhold Messner.